What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Hi guys.
Marshall's up in here. Christopher. Shout outs to y'all. What's up? We're shaking.
I just say who else in here? Who else is in here?
Tim's and Henny. Screwface. Wow. He said Screwface just lost against Upchurch.
Screw this track was basically like, well, been doing full black and white cards and Upchurch addressed what Screw said and kept it about music. Wow. Wow. I didn't even really get involved in none of that. I didn't take my time to look at any of what's going on.
Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Aaron. React to Flatbush Zombies. Oh yeah, we got you. So I disagree, Tim's pops. If you listen to Upchurch this, he was horrible. Screwface won. Yeah, like we haven't really been, really worrying about. Oh yeah, hand me one of them towels over there.
It's right there. Right. Oh, no, never mind. Screw's losing fans and subs now because of it. Well, I don't even know what's going on, to be honest with you guys, but I'm sure that Screw got fans from Upchurch, and I'm sure that Upchurch got fans from Screw, and now that they're beefing, it's just like with anything else. It's crazy, but
see, like these these are things that we be talking about is letting your music speak for itself. You know what I mean? Put out music, put out positive music, and worry about your career instead of this back and forth, dissing and all that. Because
right.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? To have a catalog, to have a legacy. Like I'm not with the, all the dissing back and forth, especially if it don't make no sense. If you're just coming out of nowhere and, So yeah, but a shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for y'all support.
Hey Kevin, hey Aaron, we've never seen you in here before. Welcome to the family. We appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Support my daughter on Twitch. Support this channel, the Family Table Talk. Support Aaliyah's Precious Life. And go pick up that merchandise. You feel what I'm saying? And support the Patreon. A lot of good information on there, a lot of good videos. And let's get it in. All right, Pops, you shouldn't react to it. It's only starting on the one that problems. Right, yeah. I'm like certain things, I just don't get I don't stick my beak into everything that comes out. But some people like, yo, why you ain't react to it? For what? Like, I don't have to react to everything that comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially if, like, we're a fan of Screw and we're a fan of Upchurch. Like, I mean, in our situation, we would have to be unbiased and,
right.
And
so
we most likely won't. We don't even know what happened. The only reason why we do know is because we're subscribed, so you just kind of read titles, but you don't know, what's going on. But good advice, Marshall. Definitely good advice.
So now
you gotta protect your brand.
Right. This Eminem and Lil Jamar situation. Anybody know about Lil Jamar? He said some things about Eminem in the past about he felt like he wasn't the king of hip hop and he was a guest of hip hop and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But then he recently said something else. What did he basically say on his something else? What did he say again? He said he basically felt like, I guess from my understanding, he felt like Eminem wasn't.
He was a guest in hip hop.
He was a guest in hip hop.
The same thing that none of this is new. He's been like this for a while now towards Eminem.
But my thing is, as y'all in the chat, do y'all feel like other nations of people are guests, or are they part of the culture of hip hop music?
Oh, there you go. Marshall knows.
See, Lord Jamar said white people crown Eminem king because he sold the most records. Okay, I mean, but this is a question I like to ask y'all in the chat. Do y'all feel like other nations of people, are they part of it, or are they a guest of hip hop music.
We're gonna wait for you guys to say what you guys say. I'm about to read the comments. Sage, welcome to the stream. We thank you so much for joining the family. We appreciate you, Sage. Sage said, doing good. Been trying to catch when you guys live stream, and finally I did. But much love to you, Pops. Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Sage said that they are part of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall said, Jamar said, okay. And then Marshall said, you can tell this man is racist for singling out white people. And on top of that, he's saying it has nothing to do with his flow, rhymes, content, cadence, or wordplay.
Right.
So what does it have to do with? If it has nothing to do with the fundamentals of music, then what does it have to do with then? You have to take a look from another direction and really see what the situation is. Jamar is not a fan of Eminem. Marshall said whites are a part of it. Trev, hey Trev, thanks for coming to the stream. We appreciate you joining the family.
Shout out to Trev.
Trev said whites are a part of it.
Right.
Tim's and Henny said Jamar, new interview. He said Eminem is whack and doesn't know how to rap. All he does is bend words to make them form and fit into the verse. Christopher said, in my opinion, I think all cultures are part of hip-hop. It's a worldwide thing.
So, I'm going to say this before I jump into Lord Jamal and his comments. I'm going to say this. Back in the days, black people was not acceptable in movie theaters. They had to sit at the top. They had to give up their seat on the buses. They couldn't drink from the same water fountains as whites. They couldn't vote. They could not. It wasn't allowed to read and things of this nature. So, and they wasn't acceptable even in sports teams and and in the music industry, things of that nature. They wasn't acceptable. But it came a time where they accepted black people into the entertainment business and schools and restaurants and in buses. So now we accept it to some, right? So, and like I always say, I always think outside the box. I never think inside the box because I analyze things differently than how other people analyze things. If we did not like the way we was mistreated back then in this society that we live in, why will we adopt this same mentality as racist Europeans that did not want us around and said hurtful things that they say, but then we got characters like Lil Jamar that's doing the same exact thing? You know what I'm saying? It's like people like him, I feel like they are insecure individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point, black people wanted to be accepted. They wanted hip-hop to be accepted. They wanted the record company to sign them. They wanted people to love their music and accept their culture. But then when other nations start accepting their culture and then start liking the culture and wanted to be part of the culture, then like now is a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So he can't have it two ways. And like you gotta understand what lenses Lil Jamal is coming from. He is a 5%er, and he already have that type of mentality where they feel like he the original man, the Asiatic black man. He's the maker, the owner, the cream of the universe. You know, like they feel like they are above every other nation, superior. So he already has that type of mentality already in his head. So you gotta really know who he is and what he represents, and that's why he's the way he is, and he's saying the things he's saying. Eminem is one of the most creative lyricists in the game. Now his songs is not as popular as a Jay-Z or a Biggie or a Tupac, but he's lyrically inclined. The boy can out rap Lord Jamar on any day. He can just rap regularly. You know, do something real mediocre and easy. He sound better than Lord Jamar. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: where is this energy coming from? Why is he saying these things about him for? I think it's something real personal. I think something happened between them two, and to this day,
Like a direct
yeah,
impact, like literally.
yeah, he's not letting. It's like it's something personal that happened because every other rapper give Eminem his props. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna read the comments when
Go
you get
ahead.
done.
So that's my take on it. I just think that every culture now is embracing hip hop music, from Europeans, Latinos, Asians, Arabs, you know, people in different African countries, all over the planet. They are accepting hip hop and they want to be part of hip hop. So what's the problem in that? Ain't this is what black people that was from New York City, that hip hop started from, wanted hip hop to be a global phenomenon, so where people can all come together under one umbrella called hip hop music and enjoy it and it be acceptable. But we always have to have a knucklehead that always got to come on his face and say they're a guest in hip hop music. Why? That's insecurity. Everybody know where hip hop started at. New York City and the Bronx. Everybody knows that. But now it's global now. So what is your problem? You know what I'm saying? If people feel like Eminem is the king because of this, that, and the third, then that's their opinion. Not everybody has that same opinion. But so what's the problem in that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, read the comments.
So Manuel Cruz said, "Hey Manuel, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining the family for tonight's live stream. Appreciate you." Manuel Cruz said, "Eminem is not a guest. The beginning of hip hop started with black and Puerto Ricans. Early of hip hop, you had third base Beastie Boys."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Tim said, "See, when M first came out, everyone thought he was black. Nobody knew he was white. He was raised up in an environment which was predominantly black and in the hood, so that's how Eminem talked." And then Marshall said, "To add to what Tim said, they found out Eminem was white and they didn't like him anymore. Tell me that's not racist." Now, I'll tell you something from my perspective, being white. I don't relate to white people. My soul and my spirit relates to something different than, like, I have more of a connection with other races. And it's not even about race, it's more so, and this is what I think Eminem goes through, is its lifestyle. It's your struggles. It's your environment.
Right.
If you weren't raised on Park Ave and born with a silver spoon in your mouth, so many people attach that to white. But there's so many whites that don't live that life and can't relate to that life. Then you got the hood, you got the struggle, you got the people that are just trying to survive, and people link that to blacks. And it's really not a color thing. There's no color attached to struggle.
Right.
There's just no color at all. It's everybody has their situations, and if he grew up with not a lot of funds and had to endure a certain environment, then that's who he's going to relate to. That's his roots. That's his foundation.
Right.
So he can't come out and say, okay, hold on, my skin is white. I have to do what somebody who is white would do that had a lot of money. That's not him.
Right.
It shouldn't even be attached to race.
Right.
It doesn't even make no sense because I can't relate.
Because
I'm white. White privilege don't exist to me.
Because you have, and this is where the media, the propaganda machine play tricks on you, because you have a lot of Europeans that live in trailer parks.
Exactly.
Low
That's
income,
their hood.
low income, and it's a lot of things that go on in those communities that people don't talk about.
I
You know what
lived
I'm
in the
saying?
projects.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I rode pissy elevators.
you know what I'm saying?
So what does that make me?
So it's
I'm
about
part of the struggle.
yeah. So it's about where you your struggle and where you from. But my thing is what Marshall said that really hit the note is this. We talking about he's mentioning color, but he's not talking about skills.
Right.
Everybody knows, and this is a fact. Everybody knows everybody knows Eminem is nice. Everybody knows this. This is not a secret. He is nice. If you say he's not nice, then you are really mistaken and really don't know about lyrics. You really don't understand that. He is nice lyrically. Bottom line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I even heard one of my favorite rappers of today is Pat Poose, and they asked him in an interview not too long ago. He said, "Who would you like to make a song with that you didn't make a song with yet?" You know what he said? He said Eminem.
Right.
That's what he said. He would love to make a song with Eminem.
Marshall's in his bag today.
So my thing is, it's just like it should be based on skills.
Right.
That's what it should be based on.
We give color and race so much power, and it don't mean nothing. My whole entire family is black, but I don't walk around like, yeah, I live with the black people. It's nothing to me. When I look, I see my husband. When I look, I see my black kids, mixed kids. I see my black grandkids. We give color too much power. They're people.
So I just think that we all understand hip hop started by black people. We understand that. We understand that we are the originators of hip hop music. But are we that insecure to the point where we have to really deny somebody's God-given talent with words, with concepts, with wordplay, with metaphors, with punchlines, with the flows, the cadence? We gonna deny that because a man could be Asian, a man could be white, a man could be Arab? That's what we coming to. So we doing the same exact thing that Europeans have done to us. Now I'm not saying all, but the racist Europeans that done to us is this is our house, and you better know that. Like, why do we have to say that? You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to have that mentality? And right here's not about the year, because it could be 3,000 and people are still gonna have that mentality. But you would think after all these years, after all the hard work, I remember when hip hop first started, and I remember when my parents and my grandparents couldn't stand hip hop. That's garbage music. It ain't gonna last probably for the next 5 years, and hip hop been here for 40 some years now. It's one of the youngest genre of music, but it's still growing, and it's worldwide. You got old artists that's touring overseas right now, like groups like Tribe Called Quest, Leaders of the New School. Them cats still go overseas and get money from overseas, and the fans love them over there.
Other people joining, it's just making it bigger. It's making it more accepted. It's pushing the hip hop message. The hip hop message and the foundation was based off of struggle. Right. So if you have that struggle in common, regardless of what race you are, you're gonna cling to hip hop. Because that's what you know. It came from the struggle, a better way out. We're going to survive. We're strong. We got this. We could do this. So that's all Eminem did.
But the Adams were not just to struggle, but it was something for the youth to escape.
Right.
The things that they was dealing with in their neighborhoods, from breakdancing,
right.
from MCing, from DJing, from tagging, tagging graffiti and doing things of that nature. It was an escape for them, for not dealing with the poverty-stricken neighborhood that they came from.
Right, and that's what it all
You know
comes
what I'm
down
saying?
to. Is if you are less fortunate, you're going to be able to relate.
Right.
That's all it comes down to. Again, money and power is what separates us, but yet we make race the divider.
But
it's stupid.
But I remember when Big Pun came along and people was making a big deal of the first Latino rapper that went platinum. To me, I look at Big Pun as that's another dude from my hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not from the Bronx, but that's how I look at him. I don't look at him as a Latino.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I grew up around Latinos. I grew around black people all my life. So it's just like I just look at him as just another dude from my hood. You know what I'm saying?
Skin color will always keep us divided because people are ignorant. People
Well,
give it so
yeah,
much
it's shallow.
power.
Yeah, it's shallow.
If it can only have power if you give it power. It's just really retarded. Let me read some of these comments.
I get it.
Marshall said, Jamar acting like racist people were back in the early 1900s. Black people wanted to be accepted back then. Other races want to be accepted in hip hop, and Jamal is against it. It's a bunch of nonsense, like we just said. I should have read that earlier. Sage said, there's always going to be people that going to hate on Eminem, but the majority who don't accept people of other races are many people, sadly African Americans. Isn't that kind of ironic? Kicking the Science. Hey, Kicking the Science. We haven't seen you in a couple
shout out
weeks.
to the brother.
Thank
Shout
you
out
for
to Kicking
coming.
the Science.
We
What's up,
appreciate
brother?
you. Kicking the Science has supported us for a long time.
Yeah, he been holding us down.
Right. He said you would think after the Beastie Boys, Eminem would be accepted easier. Ain't that the truth? It's just like the ignorant people are going to stay ignorant. It's crazy. It really is. Tim said that's why I don't listen to Eminem, because I can't relate to Eminem. Not saying he ain't great. I just can't relate to him. I relate more to Papoose, Jay-Z, Tupac, and people of that nature. Tim's, I'm gonna completely agree with you. I will never take anything away from Eminem. He has all of the skills. Much props to him. He deserves to be at the highest stature. Everybody has their opinion. Don't take nothing away from his skills, nothing away from him at all. He is top notch, definitely. But I don't relate to him. So being that I don't relate to him, even though I'm white, he's not my, top rapper, which is fine. But I don't discredit him. He belongs in hip hop. He's doing what he does. His struggle is not my struggle. So I don't relate to him. So I definitely understand that.
But now, the pretty boy Mike, you said Lord Jamar don't have no problem with Eminem. He admitted it himself on Black. But he made it. But he has a. You say he doesn't have a problem, but then he says like things like he's a guest. Come on, man! Like you can't make statements like that and say that he's a guest, and then say that you don't have a problem with him.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. Basically saying he's a guest, saying that this is ours, and he's just somebody that's just coming into our house, and we gonna decide where he gonna sleep, where he gonna eat, and how we gonna view him. That's basically what he's saying. You can't say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they started hip hop music, it wasn't based around color. It was based around who it was based on, about the 5 principles of hip hop.
Right.
Breakdancing, DJing, MCing, graffiti. That's what it was about. It wasn't about, I'm black, they Latino. Nah, it was about who's the best at this art form, this culture that we in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. Come on, man. So then on the flip side, right? Now check this out. Now little Nas X, he's not being accepted right now in country music. They've been giving him a hard time. Is that fair?
It's the same thing, just tables are turned.
Same thing. He's
It's
black.
ignorance.
He's trying to
It's
get
all
into
ignorance.
He's trying to get into a culture of country music, and that's a country song when you listen to it.
But because of his skin color,
They have a problem with that.
then I think it's even more shallow. When we were in the city, they kept playing Old Town Road.
On Hot 97.
But guess what? Billy Ray Cyrus wasn't on there.
Oh yeah, they play.
That's
They
ignorant.
play.
That's so ignorant.
Yeah, like they play his Little Nas X part, but then when Billy Ray part, they cut it off.
So what is this doing? What is this doing for the people? Keeping us divided. And then, if you're white, you turn around and you look at the blacks like, why do we have a problem? I'm going to do the same thing to you. I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. If you're black, you look at the white, and it's like vice versa. It's stupid. You're doing the exact thing that you're mad about. It makes no sense. And it does nothing for us. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. He said it's funny that black people created country music. It's like a lot of the genre of music, you know what I'm saying? Yes. But everything should be based on talent.
Right.
It shouldn't be based on color.
Right.
Talent. Not color, man. It's like, damn.
Like, color is
Like we that
so
insecure,
nothing.
like it's like we that insecure to the point where we like have to like say that we own something to be like, it's like you own it. If you don't sign to no freaking record label, then you own your music. You own your masters. You own your publishing. That's ownership. Mm-hmm. People talking about, oh, we don't own anything. Stop signing your life away, then you can own something. That's the damn problem. You know what I'm saying?
Sage said color is part of Satan's devices to turn our attention away to what really matters. Right. And that's coming together as one. And unfortunately, just based off of that, it will never happen.
It will not, because
it will never happen. Like, us being down here divided is so like minute compared to what's going on, and we'll never be able to see it as long as we allow race to be in the middle.
And my thing is, people want to talk about white supremacy, right? Black people, like the pro-black people that's in those conscious communities, they always banging on white supremacy. But then on the flip side, you have black people that feel like they are superior to every other nation on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man. We come from Africa, and then you feel like you better than any other nation. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one thing here. All boils down to this. This is what it boils down to. You take your first breath out the womb, and you take your last breath to go out this joint. We all gonna die. Ain't nobody more superior than no other nation on the planet Earth. In every nation you got good people and you got wicked people. Tell me one nation that doesn't have defilement in their nation. Tell me one nation that don't have goodness in their nation. Until you get one nation of people that don't be being wicked and being foul on the earth, then you can talk. Until that happen, everybody whack. Bottom line, who's on the top or who on the goddamn bottom. And my last understanding this, the people say white supremacy, but when you go inside the UN, you got African countries in there, you got Latino countries in there, you got Arab countries in there, you got Asian countries in there. All part of the same agenda to bring a new world order into the earth. All nations is up in that joint. And they all follow the same protocol. So if you get caught up into this color stuff that we always do, you can take a white man and a black man, put them down on the goddamn table, open up their body. Nigga got a heart, he got a liver, he got a kidney, he got ribs, he got freaking white blood cells, red blood, he got all that in it. It's the same goddamn thing. What's the difference? Except the color of their skin.
Which means nothing.
To me, it's about what you manifest. Your actions. If you manifesting righteousness, or if you manifesting wickedness. That's all that matters to me.
And them demons that be up in people have no color. If they could use your body, they're gonna use it regardless of what color the skin is. It don't matter. White people are just as nasty as everybody else. And other people are just as nasty as whites. So what's the difference? Like Christopher said, he said color is the biggest problem in the world. If I get trapped under a car, I don't care what color the person is. Just make me safe and help me get out. And that's the truth.
Exactly. So, I mean, we understand that this thing is created, but you got to understand that the powers that be at the top, they all nations of people. They just not white people, man.
Right.
Like I said, look at the UN, man.
Right.
Look at the UN. Look at all the rich family, and is white people ain't the only rich people that's running Earth. You got people that's in Saudi Arabia right now that's running oil, that's Saudis, and they ain't helping their goddamn people out. You got rich Asians, billionaires. They ain't helping their goddamn people out. People living in freaking goddamn boats and shacks in freaking goddamn freaking Tokyo and all that. Come on, man.
Right.
They used the race, the skin color situation to keep people confused, to keep people divided, to constantly have chaos in society. This is what they want. And they've been doing a hell of a freaking job with it. Now, some people say I heard the Willie Lynch letter was a manufactured situation, but is it true? Yes, that letter is true, because you even have in our own neighborhoods and black neighborhoods to where you got people that's dark feel like they better than people that's light, people that's brown.
Exactly, and that's sad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a disease not only with white and black, but it's a disease in black neighborhoods. She thinks like you acting light skin, like she thinks she better because she lighter than me. Oh, it's this nonsense, man. And we live in the same neighborhood. What sense do that make? You live at 4D, I live in 5D. I'm in the same neighborhood. I'm in the same building. So Jamal is on that. He on that frequency. You know what I mean? Like I said, he a 5%. So that's their mentality. They feel like they better than every other nation. They feel like they the original man, and yada yada yada. So that's his mentality. That he feels like he's superior, like he's superior to Eminem, and Eminem is under him. So I'm not feeling that.
Okay. So now I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
How do you feel about a lot of today's stuff that we have from blacks is mumble rap? Are they the real culture vultures? Should people be mad at them?
I'm not even gonna say that they're culture vultures. I feel like the rappers that's promoting drugs.
Do they belong in hip hop?
I mean, that's kind of a. I feel like they belong in hip hop, but I feel like they should be, promoting a more healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because you can rap like you don't have to be the most lyrical rapper.
But they don't keep any of the foundations.
I understand that, but you could be the most novice rapper, but you can still have a message in your song.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem with dude rapping mumbo jumbo, as long as he's rapping about something positive. But once he starts talking about drugs and popping mollies and drinking lean, like I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. You know, what do you say? I don't use the word rap or hip hop in the same sentence. It's mumbo jumbo. Tips and Henny. Yeah, it's a. I just have a problem with, but you got to understand, majority of these artists are assigned to these corporate machines that's, pushing these things on these artists to promote. Because they wanna dumb down the masses of the people, especially the youth. And we all understand that. We all understand that. What's up, DeMonte? Shout out to DeMonte. Yeah. So we understand that. So my thing is, should Lord Jamal get any? Should he stop bringing up race in hip hop music and just base everything upon skills? And that should be his because remember, he really didn't mention, especially on his last interview, he didn't really mention that about skills.
I think that we should just stop bringing up race in
he
life.
He didn't mention,
because it's
like, he
ridiculous.
didn't mention skills on his last, and now during the Vlad he did, but not on the last interview. If some white people feel that he's Eminem is a king, but some white people don't. You can't paint every European with the same brush and say, well, that's how all white people feel, because some white people don't feel that he is the king of hip hop. And some black people feel like he's the king of hip hop, but some black people feel like he's not. Everybody doesn't feel that way, but the perception that he's trying to paint is all white people feel that way, and that's just not the truth.
Hey, DeMonte, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Glad to see you came. Rob, hey Rob. Appreciate you joining the family. Thanks for coming.
Shout out to Rob. Read him. What
he said Lorenzo is a hypocrite because he wants everyone to buy and support hip hop music. But if you're not black, then you're a culture vulture. Right. So it's you can buy and listen, you just can't make it. Makes no sense. That's the truth, Rob. So if a black man or black woman go into a European culture and starts to thrive in the business, are they a culture vulture too? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's the ignorance, man. That's what I'm saying about these dudes, man. These dudes just ignorant, man. Everybody should view people based on their talent and base people on what they manifest, whether it's bad or good. That's what everybody should base everybody upon. You can't base every nation and sit here and stereotype every nation of people based on their skin color or where they from, their neighborhood, or how they dress. There's too much stereotypes going on in the world. And when you stereotype people, you make an ass out of yourself. When you do that, you make an ass out of yourself. Because it could be a nigga with a hoodie on, with a dusty freaking do-rag on, but he could be the most righteous individual on the planet Earth. Mm-hmm. But then you can get a nigga that dress fly, got the most fashionable things on, he could be a straight scumbag. Come on, man. You know what I mean? But these are the same people that sit down and have these interviews and act like they got the most powerful intellect on the planet Earth. Like he's the most smartest nigga. Sometimes Lil Jamar sounds like he the most dumbest nigga on the planet. Right. With the things he say. I like some of the stuff that he says.
Yeah, but some of you,
that's
but
I'm
saying, but sometimes he say the most stupidest thing.
Yeah. 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Dre says, "Isn't Bone Thugs, Daz Effects, and Foo Snickers mumble rap?"
No. Because Das Effects used nursery rhymes and metaphors in their music, and if you really go up and get a lot of their old lyrics online and you actually read it a lot of times they were saying a lot of things metaphorically in their music, and it was going back to like nursery rhymes and my waist bone connected to my hip bone and things of that nature. It was like it was making sense.
It was information, but the way that
You know what I'm
they
saying?
presented
Because
it.
I remember one interview that they said they didn't want to come out cursing and using foul language, so they used nursery rhymes to attract the youth to them. And at that time, nobody was rhyming like them cats, you know, with the bum stickity and all that. A lot of that stuff is nursery rhyme stuff that they was hitting you with. They took a whole different approach. That's what I'm saying. That's how unique hip hop is. You can take words and broaden your horizon with it, and make something real simple. Make it, you be like, damn, that's crazy. So nah,
Right.
you know, Bone Thugs and Harmony, them dudes just rap fast, but they saying a lot in their lyrics. Like I said before, go look at their lyrics up. Don't believe what I'm saying, just go look it up.
DeMonte said, "What's your definition of a culture vulture?"
Somebody that does not care about the culture and they want to exploit and to make money off of it. That's a culture verse. They don't care about hip hop music. They just see a dollar, and they want you to degrade yourself. They want you to talk about destructive behavior. They want women to be out here just showing their body off and being all sexual and nasty in the videos just because they can make money off it. That's a culture verse. But somebody like Eminem, you can tell he really loves hip hop music. He really loves it. You know what I'm saying? Because he took the time and what Lord Jamar ain't talking about, he don't want to talk about either. Eminem was a battle rapper in Detroit, man. His whole crew that he was around was D12. All them dudes was black, and they had love for the dude. You know what I'm saying? Royce the 5'9", you know what I'm saying, give Eminem the most props. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is around him. But it seems like the only nigga that got a problem with Eminem is Lil Jamar. It's crazy.
Dre said that he just wanted someone else's opinion
Yeah.
on the question. Dre
Yeah.
said
Well,
that.
that's a culture vulture to me. Somebody that's just they trying to make money off of you, and they trying to exploit you to where they trying to take you away from the origin of hip hop music. Hip hop music was based upon poverty-stricken people from all nations, not just blacks, from all nations. And they took an art form, and it wasn't from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, from Melly Mel, The Message, African Bambaataa. You know, they was the founders of hip hop music. But back then, you even had the what you consider the mumble back then, where they had the hip hop, the hibba to the hibba, the hip hop, like those type of songs, like the light, those type of songs. So you always had that type of element because people just wanted to have a good time and they wanted to party. But today is degrading today. You know what I'm saying? You got women jumping on songs and talking about, I put my private part in your face and you can eat it, and it's horrible, and young girls are being influenced by these females. And then you got the dudes, you know what I'm saying? Glorifying the street life and popping pills and telling, yo, I passed the girl to my bro. After I have sex with her, I'm gonna give it to my man. So you wonder why the youth is so out of goddamn control, because they hear these songs repeatedly. All on the radio, that's all they play is these songs.
Rob said, "Can you talk a little bit about this 5% thing? What is that?" He's not familiar with 5%.
The 5% Nation, basically, they came. It was a man named Clarence 13X. He was in the Nation of Islam. He was taught by Malcolm X back in the 60s. So he left the Nation of Islam because he felt like the black man was God from the Nation of Islam lessons. So him and a couple of other brothers left the Nation of Islam, and they started to, I would say, research and study more, and then they came up with their own, I would say, doctrine, or understanding, and they made their own lessons. And you like they made the supreme mathematics and the supreme alphabet, and then they took the rest of the lessons from the Nation of Islam. They put it, you know, like in there as well. So, and they feel like they are superior than, like, they are the original people of the earth. They are the original man, the black woman, and the black child is the cream of the crop of the earth. They are the original. We the best. We are the gods, and everybody has to come learn from us to get this knowledge, to know yourself and where you came from. So that's basically that mindset, So that's Lord Jamal's mindset. That's his mindset. That I'm a black man. I'm God. So I'm superior than y'all. We are the best of the earth. So that's his mentality.
A lot of people.
So what's different between him and the Klan? And I'm not talking about with the Klan killing people. I'm talking about the philosophy that they have. Like the Klan feel like they the best. White people, we are the best. We are superior than blacks. Black people are monkeys and apes and animals, and they kill each other and they sell drugs. But then you got black people who feel like, Europeans, they are murdered and killed us and enslaved us and did all this and that. So it's like kind of the same thing, but said black people never hung white people and enslaved them. But it's the mentality that they have.
Good stuff. Good explanation. Pineal's here. He said, "Hey, I'm late. Hey, Pineal, glad that you made it. Hope everything's okay. How you doing today, Pineal?" Detail 78. Thanks for coming to the stream. We appreciate you. Texas, you too. Thank you for joining the family tonight. We appreciate you.
Shout out to Texas.
Glad to have you guys here. Detail. Humble said, let me see, Tim's. Dr. Dre signed Eminem and people were against signing the white rapper. Dr. Dre took a chance and now look at both of them. That's true. That's the truth. Detail said Jamal was always the weakest and brand Nubian. He was always outshined by Grand Puba.
Exactly.
And Sadat.
Yeah. Sadat X, yeah.
Oh, Sadat.
Yeah. He was. He was. But but this is bigger than just Jamal saying what he's saying. I mean, you have a lot of people that feel that way.
Right.
That it's like, I understand that. Listen, I understand black people. We've been on the bottom for a long time. 400 something years. We've been on the bottom, and people wanna have something that they own. But if you want other nations to accept you and accept your music, accept your culture, then you have to expect that you are influencing other nations of people, and other nations of people want to get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Asians that love hip hop, so they want to rap too. So why they can't rap? They may have another experience that you ain't never heard before. So what's the problem? Like, you have to accept that other people that's influenced by hip hop music want to rap too. They want to dance. They want to freaking do graffiti. They want to freaking DJ. They want to do that. What's the problem? Don't you want that acceptance? You can't have it two ways. You can't want acceptance, but then complain when other people want to be part of your culture. That's crazy. That makes no sense, man. Can't have it two ways. Basically, what he's saying is, this is our culture, and y'all could just support us. Y'all could buy our records, come to our shows, but you can't rap them. So he has the same mentality of a white man saying, well, this is, country music. We run country music now, and you can buy our music and come to our shows, but you can't sing. You can't have a guitar in your hand and have a cowboy hat on. You can't do that. Like, come on, man, get the freak out of here, man. That's ass backwards. That's ass backwards. Some people love hip hop music. They love it. So if they love it, and they're not trying to change it, they adding on to like they adding on to the music. Then what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Eminem ain't using the N word. He ain't disrespect. Half of the time, that dude be saying the most off the wall stuff anyway. At the end of the day, the dude got his own style. He got his own unique style. He do what he do. Eminem been doing this since he started. He just bugged out. But he bugged out in a good way because he's lyrically inclined. No, I bet he can make some regular lyrical stuff. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to, but that's not him. He's being him. It's like, God damn, what happened to our self-esteem to where it's like we always have to be accepted and have to be like, yo, this is mine. Get away. This is not yours. Back up. You know what I'm saying? This is my sandwich. You can't have none of this. Like, come on, man. What the freak is that? But then when Europeans don't want to accept your culture and don't want to have nothing to do with your culture, then you complain about that too. See, what is it? You know what I'm saying? You can't have it two ways. Either you want people to accept it and be part of it, or they can just wash their hands with it and say the hell with it. Since you're gonna act like that, then we don't want to be part of it. Like you turn people off by saying the things that these people be saying, man. It's crazy. You know? So
78 said it's one thing to have a message, but Jamal needs to take a lesson from KRS-One.
Well, what did KRS-One say?
DeMonte said it ain't like he's the first white rapper. Go back to the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, the Beastie Boys. Yeah, MC Search. Who else? I mean, like you got Token now. You got Mercules. You got NF. Who else we got in there? I mean, that's out right now. There's
a lot of people.
You got what's his name?
Even that Upchurch cat.
You got him.
Ryan. Who's the other one? Not Upchurch. The other one that made that racist song.
Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald. And then there's one more. AK. I relate to AK a lot.
Yeah.
I love AK.
AK, yeah.
They are keeping the fundamentals of hip hop, and you can't deny that.
You got Crip, yeah. Like it's like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
so
they do them better than other races.
Yeah, like and them cats is lyrically inclined, and them dudes is putting out good content, good message content. You dig what I'm saying? The hell out of here. Exactly. Token, NF, Logic, yeah, exactly.
Right.
They all dope. So I mean, come on, man. And here's the crazy thing though. Think about this right now. All those rappers that we just named that skin color has to be white, they dropping messages more than the black artists are. You dig? Now I'm not saying that it's not some black artists that's dropping knowledge in songs, but a lot of them not. Yeah. But they should be. Now why our people from our neighborhood are not dropping those informations in the songs? All they talking about from the Kodak Black, little Uzi,
they talking about all these damn money, cars, diamond watches that us poor people can't relate to.
Exactly.
That's what they talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Marshall crazy.
That's the new thing. Instead of talking about the struggle, you're talking about all this other extra stuff that is not reality. And then you got people like, that's this kind of car, and you didn't even know what kind of car it is. I don't know what kind of car it is because I don't own that kind of car, and neither do you. So you sound stupid.
Tim Denny said, "Pops, why you think Joe Budden wouldn't challenge? Because he know better. He know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Budden, nice, but nah, man. Eminem is Eminem can make a song. He can make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? He can humiliate you. He can do a lot of things lyrically. Like we don't know him, we really don't know his full potential, his ability lyrically. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably things that he probably could do that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Right. Yeah, his verb is ridiculous. Yeah. How y'all? So y'all Meek Mills talk about money, but 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 I like Meek Mills because a lot of times he talks about the struggle though. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And like he talks about his upbringing and what people are dealing with, and plus what he's doing right now with the whole prison, the whole probation, the prison form, and all that stuff like that. He's like he really, you know what I'm saying? He really, you know what I'm saying, about his people in the streets and all that. You know what I'm saying? He talks about the negative side, but then he also talks about positive things as well too. So you gotta, it's a balance. Hip hop should always be a balance. It should never just be one way. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Whisper. I do like that about Meek Mill. And you should always celebrate your success and
Right.
stuff like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But when 99% of the stuff that you do is something that I can't relate to, then I
Right.
just can't relate to it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? But like understand this, the record labels are pushing these people to promote the materialism, the drugs, the negative activity. You got to understand that. And the masses of the people have been conformed to uh, to accept that type of music. It's like when you conform to something, sometimes if you're not careful, you become what you are not naturally was meant to be. It's just like if I don't listen to negative hip hop music, then my mind and my actions are not reflecting of that. So I'm not gonna have that type of attitude. But if you listen to that music every day and you start to, you know, really get into it, then you're gonna start acting like them cats.
Indignus, I love you very much. I'm glad that you
Shout
came
out to
in here.
Indignus. Shout out, brother.
I have a question for you. I'm about to read your statement. You said he's a guest. Why do you feel he's a guest? What makes him a guest? Your statement states, I never was a fan of Eminem like that. He can put rhymes together very, very well. His content, I can't relate to, which is fine. But he does respect the art form. Okay, so if he respects the art form, if he could put rhymes together, even though you can't relate to him, that's fine. But if he keeps the foundation, the art form, why is he a guest? What makes him a guest? Indignus. I'm just curious about your opinion. He said if I went into Irish music, I'd also be a guest, which is right. Nothing wrong about it, despite how much I perfected their craft. Key word, their craft. But the craft is the foundation. The craft is the way that you keep the foundation of the definition of what it is.
When you look up the origin of hip hop on Wikipedia, and you can look it up right now. You can put up the elements of hip hop and all that, and you will see the Furious Five, Grandmaster Flash, all of them. It says that Melly Mel and them basically introduced conscious lyricism. So it was started off of lyricism, conscious, because they came from the 60s and the early 70s with the Black Panther movement, the Civil Rights movement, and they brought that same spirit into hip hop, and they were talking about the things that was going on in their communities with poverty, police brutality and things of that nature. So hip hop, that's the origin of hip hop. So when I hear these guys rapping about other things other than the struggle of what they dealing with in their own neighborhoods, then you are stepping out of the origin of hip hop music, and now you stepping into some microwave GMO music. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like when you go into a supermarket and you buy an orange that don't have seasoning or lemon that don't have seasoning. It's not real. That is fake GMO food. So that's the same thing with hip hop. So when you're talking about destructive behavior, then you stepping out of the origin of hip hop music. Yeah,
Indignant said he's a guest just like Elvis was a guest in rock and roll. The only thing that Eminem and Elvis have in common is their skin color. So their race, because they're white, makes them a guest, Indignant? I'm just trying to understand. You said that he kept everything that he has to keep, but he's still a guest. So what makes him a guest? If he's keeping the form, he came from the struggle. What makes him a guest? I'm behind, guys. I'm going through this. Sorry. Whisper said, I don't think you get the lyrical content from artists under certain labels till they die. Then the label releases all their projects and don't care anymore. DeMonte said, I can't stand a one-dimensional rapper.
I mean...
No, I'm just trying to understand. Like, Indignance, it's cool. You have your opinion. That's fine. That's what we're here for. I'm just trying to understand.
But people put color to everything. You know what I'm saying? If color doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter to you.
If it does matter to you, then it does matter to you. If color is like what you base your whole entire of any type of interactions off of is color, then it really means a lot to you.
Then to me that you really in triple darkness.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if color don't mean anything.
Because at the end of the day, the Most High does not look at us as color. Right. He look at us as what you manifest, your deeds, your actions. We ain't gonna be judged off of your skin color. You're gonna be judged off of your actions.
Right.
What you manifest. The deeds of men.
Right.
Not the color of men, but the deeds. That's it. So you could be, you could have melanin in your skin, but you could be the most wickedest nigga on the planet Earth.
Right.
You could be a European and be the most wickedest European on the earth, but you could be a black man with melanin skin and be the most righteous. Or you could be the most whitest person, but you could be the most righteous race. Says every culture race has their own music genre they create certain people within. Hey, but listen though. Again, people always want to be validated on who created this, who created that. It don't matter, man. Is what I don't hear a lot of people saying is you got people in our own culture, black people, that's destroying hip hop music. I don't hear y'all banging on them. I don't hear y'all banging on them cats. They destroying it every day. Someone's coming out destroying it. So just because it's your culture, you have a right to destroy your culture? Destroy your music? What's the difference? They black, but they whack. He's white, and he's lyrically inclined. What's the difference? Come on, man.
Okay, indignus. You said every culture, race has their own music genre that they created. So people within this genre, being people of color, want to remind Eminem that we created this. Okay, that's cool, and he's respecting that you guys created it.
He ain't denying that.
He's not trying to change it. he's going along with what you did. So it's not taken away from us like blues. Okay, and that's fine. But indignus. I'm probably the only white person that lived in Brownsville, Brooklyn projects.
But you don't have to.
What music do I listen to?
But
I've been through a lot of the same struggles that other people from your culture have been through.
That's not.
I'm white. What music should I be listening to, indignus? What music do I support? I'm just trying to figure out.
But the point, but this is the point. That is not the point. The point is this: why do we as a culture always have to be like, yo, this is mine's? Why we gotta do that for? That is insecurity right there. You are insecure. Mm-hmm. Every time somebody comes from another nation that has talent, whether if it's rapping, dancing, acting, singing, we have to be like, well, we started that. Like for what, man? Are we that shallow, that insecure to where we have to always say we started this? For what? Who goes around and has to do that 24/7 all the goddamn time to remind people? Everybody know who started hip hop music. It's majority ran, and the artists are black. So why do we got to keep reminding people for? That makes no goddamn sense, man. It's like we have to grow the freak up, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to grow up.
Okay, so now
and stop thinking like children and think like grown, mature adults. We all know where hip hop came from. We all know who are the most top rappers of all times: Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas. We understand that. So why we can't give one dude that don't have melanin in his skin some props? God damn. Is that hard for us to do? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. It's just, I have more self-esteem than that to where I like if I start something and then other people of other nations want to run with it, I gotta be like, yo, I started that though. I don't gotta do that. Do what you gotta do. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I created it for like when they created hip hop, they created it to have fun and share. You know what I'm saying? And then when it got global the way it is, they wanted other nations, the people, to accept it. You going knocking on, your ass is going knocking on freaking record labels' doors. Who own the record labels? Usually white people was running the record labels. So again, you want them to accept your music, to put your album out, but then that's cool. But then when a white rapper comes in there and he's nice as hell and he's dominating, you got a problem with that. Come on, man. That makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Indignant said, for the record, I'm not saying that hip-hop or any genre of music is a culture, because it's not. I'm not saying it's about color. Strictly, Jamar made a statement saying that M was a guest.
No, he's not no guest, man. He's not no guest, man.
And Indignus was agreeing that he was a guest. Right, I understand that, but you
He's not no guest.
I'm just wondering, Indignus, because you said that he kept it, he does a good job and all that other stuff, but he's a guest, and I'm just not understanding.
not.
Like, if I say here's a recipe to make my cookies, and you follow my recipe and do everything that I taught you to do, then you made my cookies. I'm not gonna say, well, anything extra. You followed it, so they're my cookies. Same thing, my recipe.
But I don't look at him as I look at him as a man first, and he has talent with his words, and he just he sells records more than most, and that's that. But Tupac sold millions of records. Jay-Z sold millions of records. Nas sold millions of records. Dr. Dre sold millions of records. What's the problem? You feel what I'm saying?
It's all love and indignance. I just wanted to understand it. I'm just curious to know because,
Hold on, what did he say?
definitely much love to you, indignance.
No. But Tiger, what Tiger? What did he say?
I'm about to go up to Pineal. Tiger, let me go down. What lyrics has M said? Okay, no, this is going into a different topic. Hold on, let me just objectively agreeing with him. There's nothing wrong with people outside of our people to listen to it or to participate. I'm just saying from a different lens. This is our people's fear of hip hop. Okay, so
hip hop already been hijacked already though.
By
And listen, it been hijacked because our people freaking sold out. That's how hip hop got the way it is. Before he even came on the scene, they freaking sold hip hop out. When niggas like Jay-Z was out years before, Biggie and them, all them niggas was talking about materialism back then. Big favorite quote: money, hoes, and clothes. All the nigga knows. That's what he said in his lyrics. So it been sold out.
Yeah.
Freaking Jay-Z whole career until that last album he came out with was talking about hustling, flipping bricks, big pimping.
If somebody, regardless of their race, if they're keeping and holding on to everything and helping you,
I'm saying, so
keep that together, helping you make that bigger. They're not coming in like, I'm trying to change you. I'm not trying to step on your toes. I just want to help you promote this and make it more than what it is. I don't understand why there's a problem with it, but that's okay though.
Before Eminem came on the scene, hip hop was hijacked, and there's always our people. But for some reason, we never want to get on our people. We never want to get on them for anything that they do. They always want to go and say, "Oh, yeah, see, the white man come and come." No, nigga. It takes one of us to participate. It's like when they bring drugs into the black neighborhoods. Who picks up the drugs and sell it to their brothers and sisters? We do. Here's some guns. Who picks up the guns and kill each other? We do. If we say, hell no, we ain't doing none of that, they don't have no power. We the ones that allow them to have power. Allow them to infiltrate our neighborhoods. Because niggas want to make $1, niggas want to get paid. And they will do it any means necessary. So before Eminem came on the scene, hip-hop was already going downhill. It was already infiltrated before he even came in. It was already the way it was. Bottom line.
I think everybody just gives race too much power, and they try to attach too much stuff to race. Like, it's really crazy.
So,
but to each his own. Pineal, I want to read what Pineal said. He said, "I don't think being white is what gave him his problems. I was a huge M fan, but I caught things I used to ignore as a seed. He really did say racist things. Eminem has made racist slurs."
Mm-hmm. I know about that.
Oh, I never heard about that.
Yeah.
They're only attacking him because he feels he attacked them.
I know about that. But let me ask y'all a question though. Eminem said those things, and people love to pull up old footage or old rhymes or old interviews or whatever, and say, "See, he's like that. See." But see, he was wrong for saying what he said. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong, but see, when another nation says something racist or says hurtful things, people is outraged. But you got the black artists every day that's saying stuff. Every day that's destructive to their own people. Bitches and hoes. Yo, she gave me top in the car. I'ma pass it to my bro. Destructive behavior. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma blow this nigga head off. In their rhymes every day. But that's not to our phone. But then y'all say, well, what's the difference between him and that? But they've been doing this for years. But when he says something like that, it's an outrage. Come on, man. Like all this stuff is wicked at the end of the goddamn day. Mm. All this stuff is wicked. In all reality. All this stuff is wicked.
This is the first time I've heard of the race situation because,
all
like I said, I'm white. I'm not an Eminem fan.
All this stuff is destructive behavior at the end of the day. All of it. All of it. You feel what I'm saying? So.
But we as people have to stop attaching, race to everything. And if, people are coming out and saying, oh, Eminem said racist things, so that's our problem. That's the reason why he's a guest in hip hop. I've never heard anybody say that. But then again, here I am. I just do what I do. I don't worry about everything that goes on the internet either.
But in business, it doesn't. Listen. If you ain't manifesting righteousness of the Father, the Heavenly Father, it doesn't matter. They control. They been controlling this stuff, and again, it ain't just the Zionists or the so-called Jews who run the Hollywood and the industry. It's so many people that play parts. It's so many gatekeepers. It's black people that's gatekeepers in that industry that freaking take unfair advantage of artists all the time. This stuff is bigger than just color.
Right, and this is what Pineal said. He said,
hold up. But this is bigger than just color. This is Satan at his finest. And Satan has infiltrated the minds of the masses of the people to make you think this is about color.
Yeah, Pineal said it's all a division plot at the end of the day.
It's like
we're just doing
their
work
on that
for
color
them.
stuff.
We're destroying ourselves.
Like, I'm gonna tell you this: if you on that color stuff still, man, it's like, man, you gotta get out of that color stuff, man. You gotta get out of that color stuff, man. Color doesn't matter no more, man. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says we all have fell short of the glory of the Father. Everybody has sinned. Everybody has done wickedness. Everybody. If you are not born again of the Spirit of the Creator, you're going to get jacked up. Bottom line. The Father ain't discriminating just because you this and you that. He view you of what you manifest. That's it. So a lot of indignance, a lot of Jake, a lot of Israel is going to get jacked up, brother. Because they wicked. They defile. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So, it don't matter. My brothers and sisters, when they ask the Lord in the scriptures, and I don't mean to go off on the tangent, but when they ask the Lord, they say, in Matthew, there's your mother, there's your brother. And he says, where? They right there. And he says, and I'm paraphrasing, he says, no, whoever do the will of my Father, that's my mother, that's my brother, and that's my sister. Whoever do the will of the Father. That's it, man.
All races have wicked people.
You know what I'm saying? So, all nations have wickedness. All nations have righteousness. It's a back and forth situation.
So we have to judge people according
you know what I'm saying? So hip hop music now has all nations of people in it now. You know what I'm saying? The rapper China Mac, he's Asian. You got Arabs that's into the hip hop music. You got you got all these different nations in it, and it should be cool. You know what I'm saying? It should be cool, but it shouldn't be based upon, this is my house and all that. Because if if white genre said that, if somebody came out that run country music and says, well, little X, this is our house, this is our music, it'd be an outrage. That racist white man, how could he say that? It'd be an outrage. But when Lord Jamar says what he says, it's nothing.
Nobody should be racist. Nobody should be making racist remarks. Simple as that. Nobody should feel some kind of way against somebody just because of their race. I mean, that's the only thing that we could take out of this.
Listen,
if Eminem made racist comments, that's not cool.
Exactly. If he made them racist
just like
comments,
if a black
cool.
person makes a racist comment, that's not cool. A white person makes a racist comment, that's not cool.
So how many times who that right there, Tiger? How many times you hear black people say cracker, these rednecks, the devil, all the time about white people? All them conscious dudes that be out in the streets all the time. Even the Hebrews that be out there, crackers, white man, the devil, all the time. They say all type of hateful stuff. But when they say it, it's nothing wrong with when they say it. But when the white man says it, it's wrong. My point to this is, all them should stop. That's my point. Bottom line, if you don't like being called out of your name by them freaking bywords that's in the scriptures that they said that they was going to call us, then you shouldn't be saying it.
Or somebody making a preliminary about you according to your appearance. That's not cool.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be saying it. Period. I'll see, but Tiger, but look up the word racist though. To me, all what racist means is somebody being hateful. That's all it means. Somebody hating on somebody. That's all it means. Hate. I hate you because of your skin color. I hate you because of because of where you live and how you look and I hate you. Come on, man. Like, let's not use the wordplay to try to define wickedness is wickedness, man. If I don't want to be called a nigga, a monkey, and so forth, I mean, anything out of the sun, then I'm not going to call another nation out of their name either. I'm not going to call a white man a cracker. I'm not going to call him a devil. I'm not going to call him a redneck. I'm not going to call him anything under the sun. I'm just not going to do it because if I don't want people to do that to me, I won't do it to them. Do unto others as you want done to you. Come on, man.
I understand what you're saying, Indignus. I just wanted to understand. So I understand what you're saying. And like you said, the bottom line is destruction is coming on this place.
Yeah, it's a racism.
We love you, Indignus.
Christopher, you're right. Racism is a system that keeps us down. It's a system, but you got to understand in this system is all nations are part of this system. Like I said before, the UN is different nations in the UN. It ain't just European nations. It's African nations. It's Arab nations. It's Latino nations in there. So they're all part of the same thing. You gotta think outside the box. You just can't think of it's these white men with suits on at the top and they just run the world. Get the freak out of here, man. Come on, man. I know y'all dudes be studying. Y'all gotta be more in tune than that, man. Come on, man. What he said?
Whisper said racism
No,
is
no, I think
the etymology of race just means seed, aka seed of your descendants. See what line of men you came from. That's all. Right, indigenous, definitely.
Exactly, seed. But the only seed that really counts is the seed of Christ. I mean, at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was that seed that was to come to manifest that righteous character to the earth for us to follow. That's why he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father but by me.
Right, and at the end of the day, we all as individual people always ends with the same thing. We have to do better as us, as our own individual people.
And at the end of the day, that music industry is corrupt any goddamn way. Let's be real about that too, okay? Let's be real about that. Mm-hmm. It's corrupt. They do the most ungodliest things in that. So at the end of the day, to sit here and be like Eminem and Lil Jamar, they're all wicked anyway. Mm-hmm. So what do it really matter what he really said at the end of the day? Exactly, Texas. Exactly. The music industry is disgusting. It's the most wickedest place to be in. You know what I'm saying? The most wickedest place to be in. You know, so it's you know, especially the act some of these artists have to do is to get in. Exactly. So, you know, who knows? Right, Ty, right. You know what I'm saying? This is my take on it. I base people on what they manifest. Bottom line. You know,
Yo, Pineal.
What you manifest is going to determine if I want to be around you or not. And if you manifest in, you know, good behavior, then I rock with you. But if you manifest in that destructive behavior, then I'm not dealing with you. And it don't matter what nation of people you are. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I based everybody on. That line right there. Cut and dry, straight up. If you ain't manifesting righteousness, morals and values, principles, then you ain't gonna be around me. And that's what everybody should base everything upon. And if a man or a woman have skills to where they are qualified to be in a job or music or whatever, and they qualified to be in it and they can do it, then base that. Because like, what you gonna do? Hire somebody that's not qualified because the color of their skin? Come on, man. Like, I'd rather hire somebody of my own, but he don't even know what the hell he doing. But you can hire somebody else that know what they doing, that's qualified for it. Then you're gonna base that. Eminem is qualified to rap. If he was a garbage rapper, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Read what Pineal said. That's what I mean by agendas. And him and M are probably sitting right now in a room sipping on some tea.
Tea, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Making the whole controversy situation. He says, I'm about to finish cooking, y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, shout out to you, Indignus, man. No doubt, man. You know what I mean? I love you. Love you too, brother. Peace out, brother. Peace out. It says, right, companies are not hiring people who are not qualified. Exactly. That's what I base on. If you qualify for this joint, man, you could be Asian, but get down. Let's go. You qualify for it. You know what I'm saying? If Eminem was a whack rapper, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Remixes. Hey, Remixes. I've never seen you in here before. Welcome to the stream. He said, where do you think rap changed from gaining knowledge and being educated to mumbling and no creativity?
The 80s. That's when it stopped. 80s. When rappers like Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, when that whole emerge thing came into existence, where they was talking about more about the streets and more about the ladies and all that. That's when it started to evolve into what you see today. And like once the '90s hit, that was it on that. It was over. They got away from what was supposed to be powerful, because like you got artists like Public Enemy, X Clan, Brand Nubian, Tribe Called Quest, Leaders of the New School, Poor Righteous Teachers. You have Sister Soldier, KRS One. You know, they was talking about the injustice of what was going on in the systems. After they faded it out, that was it on that. You know what I mean? Once the Nas's and the Jay-Z's and the Bigs and them came out, and Tupac, and that's when they, I mean, those artists is good artists. Like, they great artists. They did their thing, but they also brought an element to the game that wasn't there before. You know what I'm saying? And it was like they was talking about, they was, like Nas was calling himself Escobar after the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Biggie was over here talking about he was Frank White from, you know what I'm saying, from the movie. You know what I mean? Tupac was, I'm a thug, and you know, all this. And come on, man.
Yeah, that's true, Tiger.
I'm
It's
saying,
been
like,
a while.
But with them, at least with those artists like
It's
Nas,
slowly
and,
ramped up
like,
to what it is today.
like at least see the powers that be, so how powerful those groups I said, like Public Enemy and all them cats was. They was powerful, so they had to. They studied it, but then they had to veer artists another way, and that's what they did. But at least when you had Nas, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z on them, it was a balance with them dudes.
Right.
It ain't no balance today. At least with them, you had the street songs, drug dealing, but then they hit you with like some messages in their music too. Today is straight negativity. It ain't no balance with these niggas. You feel me? It is none. You know what I mean? Tupac had keep your head up, but then he had I get around. See, it was a balance with him. You know what I mean? So, like it was a balance. But Tupac, it was a balance with Tupac. He wasn't just all thug. He had those conscious records too. You know what I'm saying? But tell me one rapper today that's really a commercial success, really is rapping that on his album, really about conscious stuff. It is.
Well, the thing is,
give me 5. I'll wait.
Everything gradually changes. Like, you don't just wake up one morning and everything has totally flip-flopped. They gradually do stuff, which we have to be in tuned enough to realize when certain things are happening. But unfortunately, we don't. It's just like we were talking to Aaliyah about homos. Back years ago, you couldn't come out the closet. Even at one point, for a young girl to have a baby, you couldn't. Your family would make you get rid of that baby. You could not be amongst your family and had a baby out of wedlock and all that other stuff. Stuff gradually changed and it's accepted and all this other stuff over a small period of time, but it's not just you waking up one night or one morning and we went from never seeing homos to seeing homos everywhere. It just don't work like that. I didn't catch up on these comments. You would think it would be easy to switch back and forth between modes like that Tupac. DeMonte, to be honest with you, I think that the times that we're living in very dangerous times. They don't want no little sliver of any type of message to awaken anybody's consciousness. They don't. They're working very hard to put people to sleep. So they don't want even just anything to trigger them
but see,
to wake up at all.
but it's a method. It's a method for conscious rappers. But see, the thing is, a lot of these dudes don't know how to make recordings anymore. Like a lot of times they be, like jumping on somebody remix. Like Tupac had the ability to put out a song like Dear Mama, and that joint was on the radio, getting heavy rotation. I remember when it came out, heavy rotation. But then he hit you. You see, you have to be able to make recordings. Sometimes you have to make something that's lit. It don't have to be degrading, but just to like gravitate the people towards you. And then on your album or your next single should be something conscious because you already got it. But these dudes don't. But see, they don't know how to make a recording to where they can make something lit, and it can be a positive lit, not degrading lit. But it could be something positive and it could be something hard, like what J. Cole did. What's that song? What's the name of that song, Aaliyah?
Middle Child.
Yeah, Middle Child.
That was great.
That right there, cats gotta learn how to do stuff like that to bring the people in, and then the rest of your album could be positive messages. They don't know how to do that today. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do that today. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes just go in the studio and to jump on the beat. They don't know how to really make good music or like how to make a record. Yeah, right, yeah, like X, yeah, he was doing that. Right. Yeah, Joyner, right. You know what I'm saying? It's like the beat was fire, he was talking real exactly. And if the beat is fire, the hook is fire, you could be dropping some jewels on that joint. Y'all remember that song with Nas? I know I can be what I wanna be. That was fire right there. Mm-hmm. That was a hit. That was a hit record. Cause he had the right beat, he had the right hook, and he got him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to know how to make a good record. These young dudes don't know how to make good records. You know?
Trey said that's what X was doing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Both.
That's why they took him out because they ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start getting
What's your
right,
favorite?
Right, yeah. Huh?
Remixer said, what's your favorite Nas track?
I like a lot of Nas joints. I like the joint with him and his father. Made when his father was playing the horn joints. That was cool. Made You Look. They shooting. Made You Look. You a face here. That was fire. Yeah. Nas is Nas. Yeah. I mean, a lot of Nas stuff. His albums, all that, man.
Dre said, what do you think are the main elements to a good record?
The production. You have to have good production. You know what I'm saying? A good producer, a good engineer. You got to be able to mix the song and master it properly. Melody, the beat, the whole concept of the song. You know, the cadence, the hook. If you have all that, you know what I'm saying, you in there. I mean, but just jumping on the beat and rhyming fast and all that don't make you lit. You just, okay, anybody could do that. They showing you that anybody can do. You got a girl like Danielle Bergoli, can't even rap at all. She out here freaking goddamn making freaking music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how that is. Yeah, that Nas joint. Yeah, that Nas joint is crazy. Nas joint. Oh yeah, tight. Yeah, Cole Mega. Yeah, another one. Yeah, man. There's a lot of talent. A lot of the talented dudes, yeah, she don't write her rap. Yeah, she don't. You know, she don't write her raps, Dre. Yeah, she don't. But she got a fan base.
If you have a fan base these
You know what I
days and
mean?
an audience, you're an influencer. They're gonna use you. They're gonna open up a box and say, "Okay, Danielle, this is you. Say this like this. Do this. Get in this booth." And they're gonna
Like
use
I'm
your
not saying
audience.
I'm not saying artists should not have fun songs. I'm not saying that. Artists should have fun songs, you know, lit songs. I'm not saying that. But it should not be a lit song to where you are degrading yourself and you are putting out negative energy to the youth. You know what I'm saying? It could be lit, but can it be like a cool lit, not a freaking destructive lit? You know? Yeah, he said, nigga, nah, yeah, he caught nah. So I think you guys should check who out. Who you talking about? Yo, he said the girl. Oh, she a female. Oh, wow, she do? She got a black girl writing her stuff. Pops, what's your definition of what?
Hey, gamer man, Andy, thank you
What's
so
my
much for
definition
joining
of
the
what,
stream.
Dre?
We appreciate you.
What's
Mo,
your,
you too.
what's your
Thank you for
definition
coming.
of lit? I mean, my definition of lit is like like what I just said, like that song with Nas, I know I can. That's lit to me. At my growth now as a mature man, what I would listen to hip hop today, it would be that. That's lit to me. Let me see what else. What else I think that's lit that I think that's cool. What J. Cole did, the Middle Child, that's lit to me. You know what I'm saying? Something like what Joyner did, you know, what like stuff like Joyner be doing, you know what I'm saying, his music. Uh what Logic and Eminem did, you know, like something like that. Where they was just spazzing on the track, this lyrically going back and forth. You know what I mean? Where they wasn't like cursing and just foul things coming out their mouth and you know what I'm saying, all that crazy stuff. That's lit to me. You know what I mean? But that song shook the internet because everybody was listening to it, everybody was reacting to it, and they didn't have to have females on the video. They didn't have to be talking about diamonds and watches and all. I'm all in the foreigns and I got shorty, she giving me top and all that. They didn't have to do it. They just rapped. You know what I mean? They just rapped. So that's my definition of lit. What's up, Vera?
Hey, Vera.
Yeah, he late again.
You are late. Maybe he's getting a haircut. Got a haircut, Vera?
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's like like that's me, Dre, right there. Like that's what I like when artists do stuff like that. You know.
And Christopher want that smoke. Marshall, Christopher want that smoke. He said, I will out rap everybody in this chat, not to talk smack, but I'm the best. I like that, Christopher. You gotta be like that. Marshall's like that too. You're supposed to be like that though. You gotta be your own hype man. If you ain't gonna hype your stuff up, who gonna?
Who's that right there, Rox? Oh. She cool. I mean, Roxanne, you know.
Roxanne Shante.
She cool. You know. I like when
How you doing, Vera?
When I came up, I liked it. I like artists like Queen Latifah when I was coming up. She had like Don't Call Me a B. She had songs like Just Another Day, Chilling in the Hood. You know, songs like that was fire to me. Songs like that. You know what I'm saying? That was hard right there. Yeah. Unity, that was crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like rappers like that. I'm not really into the all that sexuality crap and all. I ain't into that.
You was live, Vera? Good for you. You say I'm good though. What about you? We're doing good. How you doing today, Ben?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. I'm about to wrap this up. You know, but it was a good talk though, man. The gist of this conversation is Eminem. To me, I don't think he's a guest. I just think that he's, a rapper that if he was a Latino rapper like that, nobody would be calling him a guest. If he was an Asian, I don't think nobody would be calling him a guest. But since he's, a man of Caucasian, he's a guest. It's just I don't. Come on, man.
Yeah, the racist remarks though, that's on a whole nother level. I didn't hear about any of that stuff.
I heard that though. I heard
Yeah,
that.
I never
I
heard
heard
that.
that. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? I heard it. He was wrong for that. He was definitely wrong for saying what he said.
Right.
He was wrong for that. I ain't gonna sit here and sugarcoat that. He was wrong for that. He was
Right.
definitely wrong for that. But people can change. You know what I'm saying? People can change. People can I think that every man I think every man and every woman in every nation can be redeemed from their wicked deeds and their wicked actions. I don't think no man is not capable of being persuaded to be different than how they are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I think like sometimes people say stuff out of. I mean, I just got the little gist of what you guys were saying about him and his girlfriend. I don't know. It could have been even deeper than that. But some people say stuff out of anger, and nobody should ever direct it towards race. And you should always just go according to somebody's spirit, like we were saying. Race should never even be like that close to the tip of your
He should have
tongue.
Tiger. He should have definitely came out and apologized for that though. He should have definitely did that.
Somebody said that he did, but sometimes it's hard for
it's
you.
Hard. It's hard to do.
You should never act out of anger, but I can't imagine like I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up. That's crazy.
He said Texas said you can't be a guest when everyone is always watching what you are going to do next. Facts. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, like I said before, I base Eminem as one of the top lyricists in the game. I'm not gonna. He's not my favorite, but he is. But I cannot say he's not lyrically inclined. I can't say that. He's definitely nice with rhyming. I heard him rhyme different ways. He had different styles, different flows. He could hit you with punchlines, metaphors. He got crazy concepts. He got crazy cadence. The boy can rap. You know what I'm saying? And none of us could take that away from him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What color he is. And that's but he's not my favorite. You know what I'm saying? My favorite, I already told y'all. Tupac, Cool G Rap, Nas, Slick Rick, and Papoose are my top 5. That's my top 5 right there. You know what I mean? Those artists, I was really, when I was coming up, I was impressed with them because of the things that they were saying and the music that they was putting out. You know what I'm saying? That's my top 5. And then I go into my 10 where you got Big, you got Jay-Z, you got Jadakiss, and so forth and so on, So that's mine, but that's just mine. Everybody got their own top 5. It is what it is.
Remixes said good night. Good night, remixes. Much love. Thank you so much for coming.
Dre said which one can out rap Pat? Papoose got out rap him to me. Papoose is a monster, man. That's my favorite, right? He my favorite since he came out in like 04, 05. I had bought every mixtape he ever came out with. Papoose is like that's my dude right there. That boy is a man. he got out rap Eminem to me. You know, alphabetical. Yeah, but he got more than that though. I mean, like I actually bought his mixtapes. Like I studied him like somebody is studying a frog, how they open up a frog in school and learn the frog body and all that. Like I dissected Papoose mixtapes, man. The boy is a monster,
Wow.
man.
Marshall, you said Papoose could out rap Eminem. You said that, Marshall,
Nah, he ain't said
or
that.
did you type that?
He said I know Papoose more than. You say
Wow.
Daylight? Nah.
Good for you, Marshall.
Daylight nice.
Good for you, Marshall.
Daylight nice, but go back like go on websites like Dat Piff and punch in Papoose mixtapes and then just like do your homework. The boy, nah, I mean the boy spitting fire, man.
Yeah, all
Spitting
his
fire,
old
man.
stuff.
I'm talking about his old stuff though. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
his stuff that he be putting out there. His old stuff.
Yeah, Christopher, we react to Eminem. We appreciate him definitely. I actually like him now.
Yeah,
That
Black
we've been
Dog
doing
too.
reactions and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
Eminem, Christopher.
Black Dog nice too. I'm just saying he asked me who can out rap Eminem, and I said Pat.
Yeah.
You know?
Marshall agreed. I'm surprised.
I would love to hear both of them on the track together. That's yeah. Dat Piff, you punching Dat Piff, or just go on YouTube and punch in Papoose mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he dope. Somebody say he dope. He ain't touching fat though. Oh man. This is but why you say Pat though? Cause Papoose to me is a complete. He's a complete MC. I mean he has everything. The only thing he doesn't have is commercial success. But as wise as the lyricism part, punchlines, concepts, metaphors, wordplay, and the boy got flows. See, everybody can rap fast, but I'm talking about flows. Like me and my daughter taped the Papoose flow. She ain't never put it out yet, but we reacted to it. Leah, are you gonna put it out for them so they can see it? Yeah. Well, like I did all his flows, and a lot of people can rhyme fast. Like they rhyme real fast, and they do all that. But I'm talking about different flows, where he putting words on top of other words, or he's saying one word, then he's stopping for a minute, and then he's going again. I never seen nobody do that before. You know what I'm saying? Look up songs like Corner Store, Brooklyn Stand Up, Boys in the Hood. Boy, I'm telling you, man, do your research.
Well, I didn't. Pineal said Eminem actually considered Wayne and Drake nicer than him.
Papoose?
Yeah. No. M said Wayne and Drake were nicer than M. Eminem said that himself.
He for real?
Yeah.
Get the freak out of here. Nah. Well, for one, rumor has it that Lil Wayne wasn't writing his lyrics when he was younger. They said Gilly the Kid already said that he was writing. He wrote a lot of songs on his album. What's that? The Fire joint, that Fire album. I forgot the name of it. So I don't know. And Drake. I mean Drake can rap, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't. Yeah, yo Dre, look up songs like Corner Store, Brooklyn Stand Up, Boys in the Hood, Faces of Death, Hardcore. I mean, like just listen to anything that he's on, man. He got a song with him and Sheik called Here Comes the Pain. Oh my Lord, man, that joint is fire, man.
Lots of love, Texas. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Hope to see you again.
He got a joint with Busta Rhymes too. It's called Address Me as Mister. He went in on that joint. He got a lot of joints.
Christopher said, I read the comments underneath the video when you guys reacted to the G Herbo freestyle. So many people were making all kinds of things about why he was choking. It's crazy, Christopher. They don't even know what that man was going through in his head, but they so ready to make an excuse. That's the funniest.
Yo, I couldn't stop laughing off that G Herbo.
Whisper. G Herbo actually, we reacted to the second freestyle because the one before that, they loved that. When G Herbo was freestyling the second one, I don't know what the heck happened.
That nigga had me laughing in there, Joe. I couldn't stop laughing, yo.
Demonte, for the most part, yeah, he does have a couple. Like he has that storytelling song. He has a couple of
What's the name of that joint we like?
Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm. Yeah. That was cool. Malcolm was cool.
I know what you're saying, though, Demonte. Definitely. Malcolm is a nice storytelling song.
Yeah, that was cool, you know.
Sometimes, a lot of these guys, too, we got to realize that a lot of the people that you see today that are mainstream, that are here as mumble rappers, a lot of them guys actually dumb themselves down for a paycheck. A lot. Trippie Redd?
Oh, yeah. I heard his stuff before he got famous.
He got songs for days. He had Dad so impressed. Yeah. But he won't be able to make money.
Yo, it was an old
they sell themselves, literally.
Yo, it was an old interview. Somebody was saying that Tupac dumbed himself down lyrically. He could have been hitting you with that crazy vocabulary and metaphors, but he didn't take that approach. He wanted to just get straight to the point, straight and plain. But Tupac was lyrically too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, lyrically doesn't mean all the time you gotta have metaphors and punchlines. Sometimes like poetry is lyrically. Like, have you ever read like books like Langston Hughes, the poet? He was lyrically inclined. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't have to always, be like a Cassidy to be nice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not always that case.
But people, we gotta stop doing anything and everything for the almighty dollar. Yeah. That joint will have you killing your damn family. Hey Joey, I missed you before. I couldn't say hey to you and check on you to make sure that you're feeling okay still.
Joey Hernandez, what's popping with you, brother?
Thank you for coming, Joey. Tiger. He said Street 30 been great talking. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you, Tiger. Man. Hope to see you again.
Come again, brother. Peace, brother.
Much love.
Yeah, Trippie Redd. Yeah. He can rap, but that industry.
Fully no. Thank you so much for being here. He said true.
We miss you too, Joey. Yeah, hope you feeling alright and all that, brother.
You got that? We've been on that 2K, Joey. You play 2K?
Oh yeah.
NBA.
Oh yeah, Whispers.
We got football too.
Yeah, like they done. Yeah, Kendrick is nice too, man, and Cole. Yeah. I mean, it's the game, man. You know what I mean? It's the game. That's why independence is the key to everything, man.
Yeah.
Independent, because you can make a good living if you put your music on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music. All the platforms. And put out ads and promote your own stuff. You own your own masters. You own your own publishing. And put out the music. Like, you can make a good living on the internet, man.
We have to be content. That's something, a conversation I want to have. So many people just want more, want, instead of being content. Living by a code. And if something doesn't fit your code, you're not willing to sell out no matter how much money somebody pays you. Yeah. We got to stop.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, the artists, you can make enough money. Like, I hope they make a software soon to where you can get a software to where people can, you can get your own streaming software and then, get your own website and just download or stream somebody stuff on their own website without having to go to these platforms. You can get your own money yourself and people can just come with their credit card and buy your music on your own website. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. So you can cut out the middleman, cut out all the Spotify and all those different things, and then have your own website, and just say, "Yo, go to my website and go buy my album." You know what I'm saying? If somebody out there, I hope somebody out there create that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said they ain't gonna never let that happen. But I know they not gonna let that happen. I'm saying, but you know how like you know how CDs came out. Everybody back in the days, cats was selling stuff out of the trunk of their cars, man. You know what I mean? He said, "Oh, that's what Daylight do. That's what's up. That's what's up." Yeah. Exactly.
Plus, a lot of times, people have core fan bases, but their supporters are mediocre. Like, people really need support from the people. Like, if you rock with something, you gotta rock with it. You gotta support it. You gotta support the grind, support the struggle, and really, really, become that person and take that person's situation underneath your belt and promote them and stuff. We need support from the people with everything that we do.
Yeah. I remember LimeWire. Yeah, I downloaded a lot of stuff over LimeWire back in the days.
Oh, Joey, yeah, I understand. I was hoping that your friend would send you a PlayStation. If they ever do, I want to be able to play with you and Dad. That would be hot, since he don't play Fortnite.
He gonna get blown out though.
No, he don't have no PlayStation.
I'm saying if he did though, he's still gonna get blown out though. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, LimeWire was, it was that. But I'm just saying, but you should be able to stream and download your own music. Like it should be a software that allows you to do that. It's your music. Well, like you shouldn't have to be like everybody should be able to sell their own product when they want to and how they want to. It should not be like I gotta go through YouTube because YouTube take half of your money. They take half of your money. Yeah, the power's in the people, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there is a way. Like right now,
we can
half
of your money.
Music to our website, but the whole entire thing about it is the people don't support it.
Right.
They don't go to the website to get the independent stuff. Right.
Like the number
issue.
The number one streaming service right now that's outdoing everybody. I researched it. Is Spotify. They offer the most money, and they moving more than anybody right now. Spotify is like number one. But I'm saying is, if I'm an artist and I want to put out my album and I want to cut out everybody else, why can I not have software to where people can come and pay for my project? They can download it or they can stream it, however they want to do it, and I can get all the revenue myself and cut out everybody else and just get my money.
Look, here it is right here.
Oh, so he has it. So Daylight has
it. But this is the problem. People don't go and they don't do this. This is the issue right now. You want to download that, you can add it to your cart, you can pay the money, but only a handful of people probably support him. Yeah.
Why you just do that?
To show you.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but did you pay for it?
No.
Oh.
I'm just showing you that this is it. Anybody could do it. It's just that the people are so stuck into Apple, so stuck into Spotify, and they're just stuck in their own way.
But that's what I'm about to do.
You can do this, but if the people don't support you enough to come to your website and care about your stuff enough to support you,
SoundCloud is doing too. But on Spotify is like they had like do the research. They at the top of the list. Not Tidal. Tidal's not. Spotify, I think it's Spotify. I think it's Apple Music, because Apple Music, if you pay them like $10 a month, you get to hear all that free music for $10 a month. But Spotify is still bigger than them.
But it takes the people, even though that, you could go and you can hear the song over here for free or for a couple of dollars a month, just to say, like Pat Poose. He comes out with something, you buy it because you want to support that man. Mm-hmm. Even though that you could go get it for free someplace else, you still give him your funds.
Yeah, Spotify is greedy as hell to musicians. Yeah, they are. Because they taking all the money. It's like it's dumb to put just. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, but because they don't want us having, you know, like total control of our destiny. Like they want to be in control of everything. If the fans, if say I put an album out, and all my 300, all of Aaliyah's subscribers, 300,000 go download that album and go buy that joint. I'm getting all the revenue. I'm getting all the money. But if y'all go all to Spotify and Apple, I'm not getting all the money. They getting all the money because it's their platform. You know what I'm saying? It's their platform. It's not mine. YouTube, I don't own YouTube. I don't own Spotify. I don't own Apple Music. I don't own Tidal. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and the owner always get majority of the money. Says they set indie artists up. That's what that is. No, but niggas like Daylight though. You know what I mean? He got his own platform. Like if you really want to support that dude, go download his music. That's really showing support.
Like, you know, even like Patreon, like a lot of times creators can be supported by somebody just paying $1, you know?
Exactly. Like we ain't even asking to go paying an arm and laying leg. It's like if
you rock with somebody's message, or you know you rock with their community, you just you vibing with them.
But it's a lot of work. Yeah, but it's worth it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it because if you go in the studio, put songs out and shoot videos and all that, you want to be able to recoup all the money that you put out. But if you put yourself on them platforms, you ain't gonna get no money like that. It's not happening. It's not happening. Studio time, paying somebody for a beat, you know what I'm saying, and then putting it up on other people's stuff. By the time you finish, how much you think it costs to put out to actually buy some beats, to actually go in the studio, mix it and master it, and then put out, like, you talking about thousands of dollars. And if you put that stuff on those platforms, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna make thousands of dollars because it's thousands of artists that's on there. It says plus don't use social media enough. That's why they don't, like, you gotta, like, half the time niggas just be throwing figure music on the internet. Like, you gotta market that joint. Put ads out there. Put like them little trailers. Let people know that you got music coming out. They just be throwing their stuff on the site. I don't even know your stuff even coming out. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I thank y'all for y'all support, man. I thank y'all for y'all support, man. I think y'all holding us down in here, man. I mean that, you know. I mean that.
We appreciate you guys coming to chop it up with us every Monday and Friday, like you have been.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely be back again this Friday.
Man, it's a grind, man. It's a grind every day, man. You know, like, you know, to just to feed your family, man. It's a grind, man. You know, it's a grind every day, man. Love y'all. We love you too, Christopher, man. I thank y'all for your support, man.
Definitely. We love everybody. We appreciate you guys.
I'm saying, you too, Dre, man, DeMonte, man, 100, man. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
For y'all support, man.
We'll see you guys on Friday. It was good talking to everybody. Everybody be safe. Hustle hard.
Don't forget.
Stay true to yourself and stay true to your beliefs. Keep your morals and values.
Exactly. You know, so don't forget that, because if you don't got your morals and values, then, you know, you're bound to do anything.
Exactly. Be careful.
I mean? Hold it down. Be safe out there.
We love you too, fully. Yeah, thank you so much for coming today. We appreciate all the new people that's here.
CJ, man, shout out to you, brother.
Anybody that's new tonight that's just tuning in, we are here Monday and Friday.
Yeah, man. And
we'll be back live.
Support Aaliyah on her Twitch.
And on Twitch several times during the week.
And support my Patreon, man. I got a lot of knowledge. I got More videos coming. We just working behind the scenes, man. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work that comes into this, man.
Hey CJ, thank you for coming. You're late. We're just ending, but we'll be back again on Friday. Much love, everybody.
Peace, 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 peace. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We out.